Overwhelming grief for the deaths of those children in Texas has spread well beyond that state. Around the world, people are both shocked and devastated that something so horrific could happen to those so innocent. Well, joining me now with Get Psyched with Dr. Janine is Dr. Janine Hubbard. Thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Oh, this one's going to be a tough one, Tony.
It's going to be a tough one. And that's what I want to start with. Yeah. Why are we, even though we do not live in the state of Texas or in Uvalde, why are we so affected by this tragedy?
Well, this is just part of our human compassion and understanding of common experiences. Every single one of us in some way, shape, or form has sent a child off to school or gone off to school themselves, and without a second thought of, well, of course I'm coming home at the end of the day. And really what this has done is it's shattered what we call the just world hypothesis. It's one of the ways we get through life, even though it's not an accurate hypothesis, we get through life with the idea that people get what they deserve. Bad people have bad things happen to them. Good people have good things happen to them. Innocent children don't go to school to be gunned down in a preventable event. That shatters that belief that we all have in terms of how the world should work. And that's, in essence, is why this is affecting us all so much.
So what should we do then about these feelings?
Acknowledge them, talk about them. And again, all of the feelings people are having are valid. You may just be feeling sad and devastated. You may be feeling really angry. There's a lot of people feeling justifiably very angry. You may feel confused. And all of those feelings at the moment, totally valid. Talk to people about them. Take care of yourself. Monitor how much news you're receiving about it. Partly monitor reputable sources, like your evening news, because there's so much information going on out there. And social media can be particularly overwhelming because it comes at you in unexpected ways. And it may suddenly be you were doing okay, and then you learn about one of the kids and they have the same frame of glasses as a family member, and it's going to trigger you in ways you weren't expecting. So balance out the need to understand and the need to get accurate information with your own self-care right now.
And another big question, you say talk to people, but how do we talk to our kids about what happened in Texas? And should we?
Well, and again, it depends on the age of your child, and this is probably the thing parents are really struggling with, because what we like to say is, I will keep you safe. That is my job as your parent. I'm going to keep you safe. Really young kids, don't talk to them about what's going on. What you can do, because they're going to notice that you're upset, you can say something like, you know what? Mommy saw something really sad on the news today, and she could really use a big hug. So that way you're validating, yeah, I'm having some feelings, but hey, there's things you can do to help me without going into some of the details. For older children, always start with the what do you know, what have you heard, correct any misinformation, and just again, validate feelings. Give them the space if they want to talk about those feelings. For older teenagers, really important conversation to be having. And that may then even lead to, well, what do you know about the politics behind gun control? What do you know about, you know, how is Canada different? In some ways, we're not that different. We've had massacres here in the country as well. So getting them involved from the historical and the political perspective, and getting them to explore some of their own personal feelings on it. But end of the day for everybody, listen, this has been a really tough week. Everybody, hug your loved ones as tight as you can, and remember that we can't take every day for granted, but that for most of us, life will continue to go on, and it'll continue to go on, and let us enjoy all the fun things, and then mourn those that we've lost.
Dr. Hubbard, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Tony.